Well, I began my career over 30 years in the broadband industry, and quite proud of a number of things that I've accomplished, and also very proud of where I am today with the things with Telecorp. When I began my career, I worked with a number of cable companies, and from that point, as I grew with the companies, I started a number of initiatives that I'm pretty proud of. I was one of the first people in Canada to do telemarketing and bringing that aboard. And at that time, there was a lot of resistance into telemarketing. But as I proved, and along with a couple of other people, proved that we could get immediate sales. And it was an affordable way to get your numbers up, at the same time add some customer service as well. And that became a real part of my career, is knowing how to work with, interact with different customers at different levels. And that's something that communication is made it today, and with all these new tools and things out there, it's better and better every day. During my time with the cable companies, I'm very proud of the fact that I was one of the first people that launched pay TV. It was a pretty antiquated system back then, but I'm very proud to say that it was it worked very well, and went off with very few hitches, I guess, at that time. Later years, I worked with Stars Encore and helped them release their very first on-demand products, and that too was very successful, working with TiVo and a number of different products. During my career, I've worked with a number of different cable companies, anywhere from AT&T, Time Warner, Cox, Comcast, HBO, Stars Encore, Rogers, Shaw, Cogeco, to just name a few. And I had great relationships with all of them, and did a lot of work. And during that time, I felt I added a lot to that work. During our call center business, we had up to 600 employees in 3 different offices, and very proud of how well we did in those jobs and everything with our customers. The 600 employees were in the call center, but we also had 200 salespeople at times, and those 200 salespeople would work in the broadband industry at different locations. And that's really where the nucleus of the sales generator was created then, was I really believed as a manager, I wanted to know what our sales staff were doing. I wanted to be able to get reports and know exactly what I can do to make my business better. And having the fact of a background in the call center business, and then also having a background in the sales end of the business, and of course my background in software, it became inevitable that Sales Generator would come out and be what it is today. So very proud of all those things that make us Telecorp what it is today. One of the things that we also had to, and we needed to know, that to make the software work, it had to be something that was user-friendly, something that the user would want to use. And that's a fairly steep slope that gets something management wants and gives them all the information that they want, but also gives it something that the user feels that, hey, this is helping me further my career. And that was something that we always had in the back of our mind. So many people ask me, how did the concept of Telecorp take place? And it happened over a number of years, partly because of my experience in the call center business, partly in my experience in sales, and of course partly with software development that I've been involved with. But the real concept was sales. I mean, we knew that we had to get a better idea of what salespeople were doing, and know that they were giving us real facts. Because sometimes, obviously, they want to make everybody takes that easier road, and we wanted to get every experience that our staff had with our clients, and I think that's the premise of how the Sales Generator really came out. So that was easy. But then we also wanted to know that, again, to make sure that there was follow-up all throughout, and that was the iConnects part of it. We wanted to make sure that the admin had control of how they communicated, and through the life of that customer, that a number of different correspondence took place, and we had a record of it. One of my other experiences is that we just didn't have the proper data that we were collecting, and you didn't have the history. And as people changed roles, moved on, or whatever, we wanted to be able to incorporate something that gave us the real detailed history, that we could drill down and find out exactly what what happened with that client and our experiences with them. Also for a better understanding of what services that client is having, so that we maybe could best sell them or best serve them in the future. So that was a part of it. And then the other part of it was that we would have a full experience, and the full experience was having meetings and demonstrations and getting people involved, whether it's internal teams or your customers themselves. So that was the real concept, is putting all this together, because there is no place that has it all together, and that was really our goal, and I think we've achieved that, and offer a fantastic product that works in all different levels.